Hi and welcome to another video tutorial. I'm going to show you today how to turn a really simple lollipop into a really sweet and cute birthday gift that you could do as a favor, or you can do these for showers or for all kinds of different events, office gifts, things like that. But they're really pretty simple to do. You're going to start off here, Square Die from Stampin', and I'm going to take my Simply Scored scoring tool from Stampin' Up, which has a little plate, so it's always handy. And I'm going to slide my scallop square up to the top, and I'm going to scoot it so that I can score right between the third and fourth scallop on each side. So I'm going to do that way and score twice, and I'm going to go this way and score twice, which ends up being right about 1 inch, 3 inches if you need the numbers on there. Okay, then I'm going to take my scoring plate that is the diagonal scoring plate. There's a little arrow at the top there, can you see that? That shows which direction to point up, and so that's going to get to the corner. And here, a little tip for this, sometimes depending on where you're drawing your line, it might not fall exactly on that score line. So what I like to do is use the narrow tip of my stylus and just sort of move it around a little bit until I know that it's right there in a groove. And that way I get mine. See, because the groove is right over here, but I need to move it back a little. So I put my stylus on the point till it lines up with the groove, and then go ahead and score. So there we have our plate pieces scored just right. I think you'll be able to see real easily what the shape that you're scoring is. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and use my Stampin' Around wheel. This is the birthday wheel, and it's one of the full wheels on the triple builder wheel. So when you get these, you can put 3 of them across and do things with all 3, or you can get the when you get the spindle and spacer, which you're going to need to go with these anyway, it comes with these spacer pieces that you can slide on here so that you can have just one of these right in the center of what you're working on. Alright, and I'm going to slide that in. Now usually when you're using a Stampin' Around wheel, you use a cartridge in here, but I didn't happen to have one for my new Primrose Petals color. So what I'm going to do is use an ink pad, and I want my corners to be mitered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off right along these score lines here. One here, and one here. I'm going to go ahead and ink this by rolling it. So I'm rolling, picking up, and rolling again, so I get the thing inked all the way around. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll right up the side here. So I have Happy Birthday to You, or some portion of it. And then I'm going to move my Post-it notes to the next corner and go ahead and wheel again. Okay, then I'll move my Post-it notes, and what I get is a really nice crisp corner each time, so that the image just sort of looks like it continues right around the corner. Okay, wheel there, and then last one will be right here, and I'll wheel right up the side. And then when I peel these all off, we have our Happy Birthday to You message all the way around the corners. The next thing to do is go ahead and punch a hole in the corner of each of these corners. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to start up on my score line. So remember, when you score something, you want to fold away from the side that you've scored. That's the right way to do your score. Okay, I'm going to fold those corners in. See how that works? Folding those corners in on those score lines so that we have something that comes together looking like a little basting. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start feeding my ribbon through. And this is the new, here you can see it, there you go, the new satin ribbon. It comes in all the new in colors that just came out this June of 2012. It really rips up the vest like I'm doing. So plan on leaving enough and trim away your scraggly. And okay, when you get all of these put in here, then before you tighten it up too much, you can take your lollipop and tuck it down in there. And then you can cinch this back up. Okay. This is a nice one where the color of your lollipop doesn't matter too much, because you because you're burying most of it inside your project. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tie that off. Where's my end? There it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tie that off, and then we're going to make a tag that goes along with this. Okay. And this ribbon is Summer Starfruit, which is another one of the new in colors. Okay, so there's the base of our candy, and then depending on what else you were going to do with this as a project, you could, you know, make different kinds of tags. But the stamp set that I'm going to use is called Make a Cake, which is one of the really fun new stamp sets in the catalog that just came out in June. And one of the fun things about it is that you can get it for free during June if you sign up to be a new demonstrator. In addition to the things that you pick for your starter kit, which is customizable, meaning you get to pick anything you want for your starter kit, you get this stamp set and the matching patio party designer paper for free with it. So, woohoo for free stamps, right? All right, so the stamp I'm taking first is the cake platter here, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it to my block. When I mount my stamps, I always put them rubber side down and push my block onto it for a good 5 or 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to use my new pad. With the new pads, I know in the past I've always taught you that to ink your stamps you should twist, twist, tap, tap. But on this one, no more twisty, twisty, only tap, tap. Okay, and when you get your pads when they're brand new, have a light touch because they ink really nicely and really cleanly, and you get just a gorgeous bold image every time. You probably don't need to get nearly as much ink on their stamp as you used to be able to, or used to have to get. So, okay, so we got our cake platter, we've got our Summer Starfruit here, which is going to match our ribbon, and I'm mounting my little flag stamp, and I'm going to stamp this guy on top here. Okay, there's cute little flags, and then I forgot to put my butterflies on, so go back with our butterflies. We'll add the butterflies to our cake. Just as sort of a little decoration there. Aren't they sweet? Plus the colors really, I don't know, they just make me happy on this. And then we need some kind of greeting to go along with this. So I have Midnight Muse, which is another one of the in colors. And I'm going to use from Petite Pear's Happy Birthday Wishes. And I'm going to stamp this right up here, just above the cake, and kind of see how that fits on there. And then I'm going to use my 1 3/4 inch circle punch, which is a little bit smaller than the image, so I'm going to have to kind of choose which part of it I want. So I'll go ahead and grab that piece right there. Okay, and then the next thing to do is to add a little hole here on my tag. And then this needs just a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of extra oomph. And so to do that, I have a piece of the Patio Party Designer paper. This one has these awesome Summer Starfruit polka dots, and then these cute little cupcakes with flags on it. So we're going to, of course, give our birthday tag a flag. And to do that, I'm going to use my 3/4 inch score punch, although any score punch bigger than the width of the paper will work. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this in so that I can get that sort of cute little corner flag thing that is just a nice, perfect square corner out of the bottom and the top of our paper. And you can do this with scissors, but it's a lot cleaner with a score punch, and then you're not like cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting, and pretty soon your paper is about half the size it started. Not that I've done that before, not too often anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take my Poppy Uppy things, which are actually called Stampin' Dimensionals in the catalog. I just like Poppy Uppy things because it's descriptive. I guess Stampin' Dimensionals is descriptive too, but you know. Okay, so there we have that on the back, so it's just got a little bit of extra layer in there. And I'm going to go ahead and string this here. Oh, we forgot one part. It's important, it's the bling. Everybody needs bling, right? Here it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take one of these blingy rhinestones and stick that right on the corner of the cake. There's our blingy rhinestone. And then I'm going to go ahead and string our ribbon through here. And I have a bow tied, and there is my very cute little birthday gift. Can't you picture yourself making these for some kind of fun occasion? It's a fun little project, and they go really pretty quickly. So if you're thinking about mass producing and doing 20 of them or 30 of them, it's the kind of project that would be pretty easy to do that way. So let me know if you have any questions, and happy stamping. Thanks for watching.